time has come, so see we all fade. Painted scars of past mistakes, we stay strong and refuse to break. You know what is yours to take, and we will be the one. Time to take a stand. The world is in our hands, and you can feel
match is over, and the blue team is in the lead. Reloading! The blue team is about to win.
Great.
Cover me! Killing spree for the blue team!
Team victory.
Reloading!
The time has come, so see we are fate. Painted.
Let's fight together. Let's jump and land together.
ফ্যামিলি কার্ড নিয়ে যান। যাদের ফ্যামিলি কার্ড এবং কৃষক কার্ড লাগবে সবাই
টেকনাফ থেকে তেতুলিয়া সবাই বলে জিয়া জিয়া, টেকনাফ থেকে তেতুলিয়া সবাই বলে
মায়েরে বিয়া
বড় বিয়া
আমার নাম অনুজ আমার নাম অনুজ অ্যাপার্টমেন্টে
কি রে ভাই নামলো না কেন? তোমার জাম টাম করবা না? কি করলো এটা?
Let's go. Okay. Thank you.
আর আমি তো বললাম
Okay.
নামেন পরে দিয়ে মাইক মাইক তো অনই ছিল কত বেশি অপইল ব্যাপার
I'm getting
Let's do
shot.
এনিমি তো
Marked a
না
location.
নামতেছে না কেউ
Enemies ahead.
আছে আছে এক স্কোয়াড আছে এক স্কোয়াড আছে এক স্কোয়াড আছে এদিক
Watch
নামছে
out.
ওই পাশে রাস্তা রাস্তার পাশে বলতে তাহলে তীর নাই মনে করে নিয়েছি আর কিছু ঠিক না এটা তীর উঠি
Help.
কেমনে নক খায় না বালের গেম রাস্তা রাস্তা বাদে আমি তুই পাচ্ছি আর আসতেছে খাবার দিয়ে
Watch
রাস্তা
out.
রাস্তা বেরোনো তার নয় আরে ফালতু হয়ে গেছে ওরা দেয়ালের পাশে বুঝছেন ঠিক আছে সাইড বলছে হ্যাঁ আরে দূর আপনার কথা মতো আসলাম
Watch out.
ये नंबर शुरू कर दोगे ना রাজধান 55 বাজে আশেপাশে তো মনে হয় না
Okay.
আওয়াজ করছে 55 বাজে
Get in the car.
দেখেন আছে মানে স্কুলে
Excellent work. Okay. Wait. I need consumables.
আপনার 56 বাজে 56 56
Watch out.
বলতে হবে
ড্রেস পরে রয়েছে
তুই কি এডের কথা করছিস হাসিকুল?
কি
পেয়েছিলাম আমি।
ওই যে ড্রেস গ্রিন কালারের একটা শেড আছে ভিতরে কালো বডি সেটে তো
কোন ডে দা আইছিল ফেটে
মাফিয়া সামনে একটা দৌড়ে বেড়াচ্ছে।
আমার নাম
Enemies ahead.
Scott.
Watch out. Watch out.
বুকসো তাহলে একটা কঠিন বুকসো হ্যাঁ হচ্ছে হচ্ছে হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ কুরবানি মানে আজকে একেবারে আজরাইল নিয়ে আইছে
কি রে শেটটা এই যে মাগিস খেলা
এই নিচে নেমে
মারে দিচ্ছে।
Help! Watch out! Help! Watch out! Help!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So, it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And here's De Bruyne. Hazard. Hazard wins the duel this time. Tries a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So, a breakthrough already. Into the channel. Ronaldinho receives... It's Ronaldinho! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Ronaldinho is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And the keeper beats it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Totti. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence. Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
De Bruyne. And this is Shevchenko. Now it's Messi. And he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Hazard. Pirlo can see things others simply cannot. It's a sweeping cross. Rafinha. Now, what about a counter-attack? Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Totti. De Bruyne. Messi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cafu tries to clear.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Goes for a shot! And he hits the net! Barcelona are back in business! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution for AC Milan, number 6, Kevin De Bruyne.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's the end of the first 45. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 21, Luis Suarez.
Barcelona get the ball rolling for the second period.
Coming on the field.
He'll try from distance! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona have their second corner now. And that should get the job done. Milan are looking to go forward now. Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Here shoots! Messi! From another planet!
Well, what a restart this has been. A top player striking early. The perfect fillip to push on from what was a stunning finish.
You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And here's Messi. Ronaldinho, very much a man of this moment. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And he is deftly away. That's put paid to the danger. Now it's Messi. Moved on forwards. Caught offside that time. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Eden Hazard, number 16, Daniele De Rossi, number 20, Lionel
Passing is crisp and sharp,
Andrei Shevchenko.
and he plays one through. Can he finish? And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. So smooth, a signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Milan now in a position far more desirable.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
And they've got rid. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Ronaldinho. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Chance! And that's another fine save. Barcelona have their third corner. Oh, good effort! Oh, it rattles the bar! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, Peter, sometimes that happens. You get a great connection, and yet that proves to be the problem. It was too good to go in.
Threads one in, and he cuts out the supply. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Driving on and making good progress. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Neymar. Great vision. 5 minutes to add. And this is Bale. And that is that. Barcelona perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
Hello, everyone.
Threads one in, and he cuts out the supply.
Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And Aubameyang! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Passing is crisp and sharp, and that is a little undercooked. And it's Aguero. Plays a sharp little ball here. Aubameyang crosses. Rijkaard clears it away. Now it's Ronaldinho. Can he get away here? Now it's Aguero. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Totti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Yamal. Great ball and a chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Totti. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Now, can he beat his man? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Cafu. Yamal. Rijkaard. And here's Ronaldinho. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice looking ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Not the most convincing of passes. Rijkaard. Ronaldinho. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, important interception. And the referee has blown for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substitution for Como, number 4, Xabi Alonso, number 97.
Away we go again.
Pierre Aubameyang.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good...
Ronaldinho! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Number 21.
And we have our very first corner. He's having a pop! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now there's a fine ball. Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Ferdinand tries to clear. He's going for goal! Oh, a very decent attempt. Great defending, strong and determined. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Barcola. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Delivered long. And he shoots! It's a goal! It is the pick-me-up they all longed for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Son Heung-min. Tries to pass it through. No, again there's no way through. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
And this is Ronaldinho. Como needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Hernes. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Quality ball.
Como really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Barcola receives it in a good position here. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And here's Ronaldinho.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Not where it came from.
Minutes have been indicated.
Son Heung-min does really well to win the ball there. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. That's put paid to the danger. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the... doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the...
Hello, everyone, and welcome
Well,
to
football is, of
today's
course,
match.
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow...
Rummenigge! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Beckham. That's a nicely weighted pass.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Ronaldinho.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if...
He's having a pop! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Cruyff. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Messi. Looking for options for movement. It's a goal kick. Gerrard. Rummenigge. Rafinha. Rummenigge going about things with real menace. Just eases him off the ball. Rafinha. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Played back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Gerrard. Good, strong midfield running here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Cucurella getting forward. Gerrard. Played in... Gets his head on it! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Oh, sweet feet. Rafinha. And it's Luis Suarez. And he's in on goal. And Messi! Superb goal!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss.
And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Barcelona are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, David Beckham. Number 19, Alexander Isak. Coming on the field. Number 8, Andres Iniesta. Number 10,
We're on the move again.
Ibrahimovic.
Barcelona leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Filippo Inzaghi. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. It's run loose here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Cucurella. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Barcola. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Iniesta. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he is going into that little black book. And it's Gerrard. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Cucurella is looking to influence the game from out wide. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Cruyff. Oh, super ball. Cuts it. Bullish header.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ronaldinho. Chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Gerrard getting this one clear. He's picked his way through.
Barcelona really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Oh, that's a fine interception. And that is that. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, it may be smiles all round, Peter, but it's a game that's given the boss some food for thought. Good result, yes, but they really could have done with making life easier. All round, Peter, but it's a game that's given the boss some food for thought. Good result, yes, but they really could have done with
Hello, everyone, and welcome to...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. Decent chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Oh, great leap! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Corner number 2 then. Buffon trying to keep this in. Koundé with the clearance. That's tidy. And he's managed to get free. He has a look up. And they can counter here. It's a good run down the right. Now it's Pedri. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played, well played. Rijkaard. Can he spark a counter here?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's picked his way through. Shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. Maldini with the clearance. Norway have the chance to go the other way. And no, that was never going to make it.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Tries from distance. Koundé. Yamal. And it's Ronaldinho. That's a little off target. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
And it's Maradona. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Totti always looking for that half a chance. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Luis Suarez. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Now it's Totti. Can he get it through? Ronaldinho! Oh, crossbar! And this is Luis Suarez. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha making good progress on the right-hand side. Neymar. Luis Suarez. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed. So they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Barcelona just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 21, Luis Suarez.
So the action
Number
resumes.
17, Francesco
Barcelona leading courtesy of the game's only goal.
Rafinha. Coming on.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Barcola. Oh, that's fabulous. Now this could be a chance. Ronaldinho finding himself in space. Corner number 4 coming up here. Maldini clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well timed, excellent interception. Norway are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
That was lovely, that.
Driving through the middle. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that is expertly dealt with.
Norway really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
It's Luis Suarez! And that's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Ronaldinho! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Ronaldinho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Half an hour gone in the second half. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he was quick to react. And now they can clear their lines. And it's Maradona. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Little doubt, that is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Norway are down to 10 men.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Cafu is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Yamal. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Maradona picks it up out wide. That's a decent clearance. And this is Neymar. Messi. Filippo Inzaghi. Well, that has not gone well. And back to the keeper they go. And they've got rid. And that is that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
Please be made aware. Hello everyone, and welcome.
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and they're great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's...
Aguero! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. What a throw in. Totti with the cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that has not gone well. Rijkaard. And he's intervened well there. Caceres. Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. First quarter of an hour gone. That's destined for the flank.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
That's a decent clearance. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. And the shot!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, great leap! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Rafinha simply refused to be outdone there. Caceres gets across to intercept that. O'Shea tries to pass it through. He's onside. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Aguero. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Khan claims comfortably. Now it's Romario. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Aguero. Ronaldinho. He is through here. Oh, tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's gone for goal! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Sergio Aguero, number 17.
So we're off again.
Number 8.
So neither side has yet broken through.
Coming on the field. Number 24. Filippo
Cafu is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Number 6. Lamine Yamal.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, that's fabulous. And it's been hooked away. Nicked it back promptly. Nice sequence of passes. Takes a shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! About as smooth as it gets. It is the pick-me-up they all longed for. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was...
He's had a shot! Corner number 2 then.